They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson. And now it's second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Flushed out right. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play. In this case.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with him trailing, there is still enough time. Bring a few plays. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later.
And he's across the track, into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Chris Carson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. A first down for Connor and then some. There he goes left side. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cardinals. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept with every step.
Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30. You get nothing and like it. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
On first down, it's Carson, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And out across midfield, down to the 45. 36 yards on the play. Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Steps away to his left. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. Touchdown! Chase Edmonds. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's second and a yard. They run again with Carson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now forced out to his left. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Penny. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Murray going to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Ugo Amadi there to knock that one away. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray now. under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. And this one is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one. They'll roll him. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks